All right, guys, I'm here at the Kling booth. I'm talking to Jared. Jared's the owner and the founder of Kling. I've seen you guys all over the show today. I don't think there's a single person that's not wearing a Kling like name tag that you've customized for them.
That's how we
We
like
got
to do
this
it.
really cool laser engraver here. So can we just talk about what is Kling? What do you guys do? I don't think you guys were at the show last year, so I'd love to just learn anything you can tell me about your brand.
Yeah, so this is going to be our first year in Edison. It's actually our second year doing shows. But we had a really fun year last year doing shows. So I made sure as soon as the show season was over last year, I emailed Ben and I was like, hey, we're going to go to these 4 shows. I put my money down. I was like, give me the best booth you can. He put me right in front of the main doors. So I was super stoked about that. But yeah, I mean, kind of the story behind Kling is I was always a machinist, and I kind of wanted to put together a product that was machined that could be used in fishing. And I kind of built the brand around, I want to keep everything, made in America, and not only made in America, we make everything in our shop in Montana. And so that's kind of what the brand is built around. We can see a few different products here. This is kind of like the flagship right here, is the magnetic fly patch. It's what I started with. I started with the mini, and then they're like, my old boss at a fly shop used to work with, he's like, dude, that thing's tiny, you need to do a bigger one. So then I came out with the plus. It's the exact same thing, but a little bit bigger. And then I was like, all right, I want to make some for boats. And so I came out with the Delta and the boat bar, starting with 3 different colors. I wanted to, give it a little bit of artistic flair. So I do some drawings on them, do different engravings. I get carried away on the boat bars because there's so much room. And,
Dude, so these boat bars, they have an adhesive on the back, it looks like?
Yeah, so the Delta here has, if I can rip it apart.
Yeah, it's okay. I got it.
The Delta here has an adhesive backer, but it also has a metal plate. And that metal plate goes on the inside of a bag. This goes on the outside, and it clamps together. So you can see here on this bag, I've got one clamped onto the front. And that's
so
kind of the
backing goes on the back end, and then the magnet's strong enough to pull it through the fabric.
Exactly. And I mean, that's the basics behind how the Mini and the Plus work.
And what you got right on your
shirt.
I've
got one right on my shirt.
Thing.
That's how people hold their name tags on. On the inside is that steel plate.
That's so
cool. And it just magnetizes through and holds on. And then, of course, the magnets hold the flies on top of that. And they'll hold flies, nippers, forceps.
You can put this on to strap your waders or on your waders. No holes in your waders.
Nope.
It's not like a pin or anything like that. You can put it right on, or a bag or anything like that. You're not going to be actually ruining the integrity of the bag. If you got a waterproof bag, submersible bag, you can still use these products because it's not going to puncture that waterproof material.
Exactly. I mean, that's the big benefit is you can put it anywhere and you're not putting holes in things. So you can always test it out. If it works, you don't feel bad about moving it somewhere else.
It's a great place to store used flies so that you're not putting wet flies back into your box. I'm a big saltwater guy. So, I try not to mix my saltwater used flies with my unused flies. This is a great tool that I can use to help store those and keep them separate.
Exactly.
And just throw them on there.
Yeah, and there's no part of the hook sitting in a piece of foam, so it's no part of it's going to rust. It's all drying out.
It's really cool. You guys have some really cool stuff. And now, do you offer the customization to people that are just buying off the street, or is that something that's special at the show?
We don't offer that yet. We do offer it some at the show, a little bit here and there. I try not to do it too much because it takes so much time for me to get it. But, if we're slow, someone comes by, is like, hey, can I get this on it? If it's an easy logo for me to do, I might do it. I want to get to the point where I can offer customizations on my website. But right now we're just mostly doing it for dealers and outfitters.
Okay. But this kind of stuff, you can still buy boat bars you call them?
Yeah, these are the boat bars.
You can buy a boat bar that has this kind of stuff on it by default?
Yeah, so these are my stock designs. I have them on my website in the different colors. You pick your engraving, and then we can go from there.
Really cool. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time today. This was awesome. I'm stoked I got to stop by. Like I said, everyone today at the show, anyone who's anyone, has one of these Kling name tags on. And
that's what we like to see.
Say hi. Thanks so much, Jared.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my God.
Dude, that is so cool. That is so awesome. That is